Hey, welcome back to another episode. Today is day 12 of our 75-day no gambling challenge. I wanted to take today to kind of review where we're at. We've just completed our second week of this 75-day journey, and it's a big deal. The reason I say it's a big deal is because you showed up again this week. You made it through another week where you didn't gamble. That is no easy feat. So many people want change. They want to stop gambling. They want to get their lives back on track. But when push comes to shove, when the weekend hits, when the cravings hit, they find themselves falling back into old patterns and old habits. But you didn't. And right now, I want you to take a moment, right here, and really absorb this truth. You made it through another week. You showed up. You stayed the course. And even if you stumbled, you didn't give up. And for that, I want to say, I am so incredibly proud of you. Not because you're perfect. It's not because you got every single step right, but because you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to fall back into old habits. That's not small. That's not ordinary. That's remarkable. Now, only you know the full truth of how this week went. Maybe you've been watching the videos every day, nodding along, but struggling to take action. Or maybe you've been giving it everything you've got, waking up earlier, journaling, stretching, praying, meditating, sweating through the hard moments. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, this challenge isn't about judgment. It's about growth. And growth takes time. But it also takes effort. So if you've been passively watching, this is your reminder that transformation doesn't come from watching, okay? Let's dive in. So let us take a moment to reflect on this past week. The theme was gambling replacement habits. And we covered powerful tools to start filling the space gambling once consumed. We talked about reading, decluttering your environment, meditation, physical fitness, and prayer and faith. These aren't random activities. They're carefully chosen because of the real, researched benefits they offer for long-term recovery. We began the week with reading. It's not just for entertainment, but to reawaken your curiosity, your focus, your brain's ability to imagine new possibilities. Reading stimulates the prefrontal cortex, the decision-making part of the brain, which gambling weakens over time. By diving into books, especially around personal development, mindset, and healing, you begin rewiring your brain. You build mental stamina and emotional resilience. Then we looked at decluttering your space. I think cleaning your room or organizing your desk is trivial, but there's deep psychology behind it. A cluttered space reflects and often reinforces a cluttered mind. By creating a clean, calm, and intentional environment, you lower anxiety, reduce overwhelm, and gain a sense of control, something that gambling often strips away. Next, we dived into fitness. And not just for physical health, but for mental and emotional regulation. Exercise releases endorphins and boosts dopamine levels in healthy ways, giving you that natural high without the crash. We also acknowledge those with physical limitations, because fitness is not one size fits all. Walking, stretching, chair yoga, whatever your body allows, do that. Move with love and purpose. Then we turned inward with meditation. You don't need to be a monk. You don't need silence or perfection. You just need to start. Meditation teaches you to observe your urges without judgment, to watch them pass like clouds in the sky. And that's the essence of managing cravings. Finally, we explored prayer and faith. It's not tied to any religion, but open to every belief system. We talked about connecting to something bigger than ourselves, about finding meaning, hope, and strength in moments of weakness. Spirituality is a deeply personal journey, but in recovery, it can be a life-changing anchor. When your own strength runs low, it gives you something higher to lean on. All these habits share a common thread. They not one-off tasks. They lifestyle shifts. This challenge isn't just about not gambling. It's about creating an entirely new life. And that new life will only take shape if you stay consistent. These habits need to become part of your daily rhythm. Don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. Every single day. Next week, we shift gears into a crucial part of your recovery journey. Finances. You know, gambling leaves chaos in its wake. Mountains of debt, damaged credit, financial shame, and sometimes the complete breakdown of budgeting and planning. But here's the truth. You can rebuild. We'll talk about money management basics, setting up emergency buffers, tracking spending, tackling debt. and regaining control over your financial story, one step at a time. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about creating financial safety, structure, and peace of mind. But before we step into that new chapter, I want to ask you to do something important. Pat yourself on the back. You've made it through 2 weeks. That's huge. Don't downplay it. You've pushed through urges. You've probably had moments when the craving to gamble hit harder than ever. But you're still here. You're still showing up. That's what this is all about. So remember your why. Keep that end goal clear. Whether it's freedom from debt, rebuilding trust, healing relationships, or simply finding peace within yourself, hold that vision. Let it guide you through the hard days, because there will be more. But you're stronger than you think. In this life you're building, it's going to be worth every moment of struggle. Thank you for joining me on this journey. You've made it this far in the video. Please write "count me in the comments below. It's a signal to me that you're actively participating in this challenge. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm in this with you. Here are some other videos I know you'll love. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.